This is the luxury world. Get inspired with us today and tomorrow. When you hear the name Rolex, it instantly evokes images of luxury, precision, and timeless design. But what about the watches that are so rare, so exclusive, that they border on the unattainable? These are not simply timepieces. They are living pieces of history, powerful symbols of status, and the ultimate collectibles. For many, owning one of these is not just a dream. It is an impossibility. In this video brought to you by the Luxury World, we will delve into the top 5 Rolex models that are beyond the reach of all but a select few with millions to spare, along with the necessary connections to rival royalty. If you still need to subscribe to our channel, we highly recommend doing so to stay updated with our future videos. Rolex Milsub Submariner Reference 5517. Unlike the high-gloss luxury watches most associated with Rolex, the Milsub, or military submariner, was designed for military survival. Commissioned by the British Ministry of Defence in the 1970s, this rugged timepiece was created for elite military divers who required a watch capable of surviving harsh underwater environments. The Milsub was no ordinary submariner. It featured sword-shaped hands for visibility underwater, a fully graduated bezel for precise timing, and fixed spring bars to ensure the strap stayed securely attached. What makes the Milsub truly legendary, however, is its rarity. Only a few hundred units were produced, and many were lost or destroyed in action. The few that survived are highly coveted by collectors, with auction prices regularly reaching upwards of $250,000. One such model, a 1975 reference 5517, sold for $268,000, while another example sold at Christie's for $223,000. Each watch is not merely a timepiece but an artifact of military history. Owning a Milsub is like possessing a piece of naval legacy, with its marks and wear serving as a testament to its historical significance. Rolex Bao Dai Reference 6062. In 1954, amidst high-stakes peace talks in Geneva to resolve the Indochina conflict, the last emperor of Vietnam, Bao Dai, took a break from diplomacy to purchase a timepiece. He walked into a Rolex boutique and requested the rarest and most valuable watch available. What emerged was the Rolex Bao Dai, a triple calendar moon phase watch crafted in yellow gold, with a striking black lacquered dial and diamond markers at the even hours. This extraordinary piece is one of only 3 ever made, with the Bao Dai being the only one featuring this precise configuration. Combining gold, diamonds, and Rolex's unmatched craftsmanship, it epitomized sophistication. Fast forward to 2002, when the Bao Dai fetched $235,000 at auction. However, its story did not end there. In 2017, it resurfaced and sold at Phillips for a staggering $5.6 million, becoming the most expensive Rolex ever sold at the time. Its rarity, provenance, and unique design make it irreplaceable. While other Rolex 6062 models may feature white dials or standard hour markers, the Bao Dai stands alone, immortalizing its place as the pinnacle of Rolex's legacy. For most collectors, acquiring this watch is not just a dream but an impossibility. Rolex GMT-Master Pepsi Pan Am Prototype. The Rolex GMT-Master Pepsi is a watch of aviation legend. Born out of a collaboration with Pan Am Airways in the 1950s, the GMT-Master was created to address the challenges faced by pilots navigating multiple time zones during long-haul flights. The GMT-Master's distinctive red and blue bezel, dubbed the Pepsi bezel, became iconic not only for its eye-catching design, but also for its functionality. The contrasting colors helped pilots differentiate between day and night hours, making it an essential tool in the cockpit. However, the true gems of this collection are the early Pan Am prototypes, which were never mass-produced. These prototypes boasted experimental bezel materials and color variations that set them apart from the standard models. Due to their rarity and unique features, these watches are highly sought after by collectors and often fetch prices exceeding $1 million when they surface at auction. Most of these prototypes are housed in museums or private collections and rarely seen in public. The GMT-Master Pepsi is more than just a watch. It is a tribute to the golden age of aviation and exploration, and owning one is akin to wearing a piece of aviation history. Rolex Daytona Paul Newman Reference 6239. The Rolex Daytona Paul Newman is a true cultural phenomenon and a masterpiece of horology. Originally released in the 1960s, the model was not initially popular. The Art Deco-inspired dial, now known as the Paul Newman dial, struggled to find buyers, with dealers having difficulty selling it. However, when actor and race car driver Paul Newman was photographed wearing one, the watch's status transformed overnight. What was once an overlooked design became synonymous with timeless cool, and the Daytona's value skyrocketed. The ultimate piece of this collection is Newman's personal Daytona, a gift from his wife, engraved with the words "Drive carefully, me." This particular model became a holy grail for collectors. For decades, it remained hidden on the wrist of James Cox, a former boyfriend of Newman's daughter. In 2017, it was sold at Phillips for a record-breaking $17.8 million, making it the most expensive Rolex ever sold at the time. The reason the Paul Newman Daytona holds such value isn't just due to its rarity or design. It's the rich story and Hollywood connection behind it. This watch represents how a celebrity's association can elevate an object from obscurity to global icon status. Rolex Submariner Big Crown Reference 6538. No discussion of legendary Rolex watches is complete without the iconic Submariner Big Crown, also known as the James Bond Submariner. Made famous by Sean Connery's portrayal of Bond in films like Dr. No, this watch is not just a tool for divers, it is a cinematic legend. The Big Crown gets its name from the oversized winding crown, which lacks the crown guards found on later models. Its gilt dial, red triangle bezel insert, and simple but robust design have made it one of the most recognizable watches in the world. Thanks to its role in the Bond films and its extreme rarity, early examples of the Big Crown often sell for $500,000 or more at auction. In 2012, a mint-condition reference 6538 sold for $92,000, and a Tiffany signed version went for an astonishing $284,500. This watch embodies adventure, sophistication, and a touch of danger, qualities that have made the Bond persona legendary. Its cultural significance and cinematic connection ensure that it remains a highly coveted piece of Rolex history. So, why are these Rolex models so unattainable? The reasons are clear: extreme rarity, astronomical prices, and their near-mythical status in the world of horology. Most of these watches are locked away in private collections or displayed in museums, far beyond the reach of even the wealthiest collectors. Simply having the financial means to purchase one does not guarantee ownership. You will need a network of elite connections, immense patience, and often a stroke of luck just to get a shot at acquiring one. However, these watches are more than just timekeeping tools. They are symbols of history, craftsmanship, and innovation. Each piece tells a story, from emperors making history to military divers braving the depths, from actors elevating an object to iconic status to aviators charting new territories. These Rolexes represent milestones in both watchmaking and human achievement. When you admire these timepieces, you're not just admiring their fine mechanics, you're looking into the past, connecting with moments that shaped history. For most of us, owning one of these legendary Rolex models will remain a distant dream. But perhaps that's part of their allure. These watches represent the pinnacle of aspiration, serving as a reminder of the extraordinary lives of the individuals who wore them. True luxury, after all, is not just about possession. It is about what these objects represent and the stories they tell. Each of these 5 Rolex models is a masterpiece in its own right, a story in motion, and a slice of history. These watches embody the essence of luxury, prestige, and craftsmanship that Rolex is known for. For most, owning one is simply out of reach, but that is what makes them so appealing. They are the unattainable dreams of the watch world. So, which of these legendary timepieces caught your eye? Let us know by leaving a comment and giving it a thumbs up. Do not forget to subscribe to our channel for future updates. Thank you for watching Luxury World, and we eagerly anticipate your participation in our upcoming videos.